It's safe to say we all love expansions. You get to play more of that game you like, while the developers get another payout. It's a win for everybody. But sometimes it doesn't always work out. Even good titles occasionally have bad expansions behind them. That leaves me with one question. What makes a good expansion? It seems like a straightforward question at first. You might think, it's just like making a good game. Yes, it's true, a good story and new mechanics do play a part in the quality of an expansion, but it's trickier than that. It needs to be built on an already existing game world. Think of it like trying to build a second floor on a finished one-story home. It would have been much easier to do that second floor in the initial construction of the home. But now you have to take off the roof and run the utilities up to the second floor, and you see where I'm going. Newsflash, it's a lot harder. I first had this question when I finished the expansions of a certain game. I gotta tell you, the developers kinda nailed it. If you haven't guessed it already, I'm talking about The Witcher 3. Blood and Wine, along with the Hearts of Stone expansion, were two of the best game expansions I've ever played, period. Now I promise you, I will not spoil any of the story or plotline in any of these expansions, but I will be mentioning some names and mechanics here and there. While new quests, mechanics, and all that is great, it doesn't really mean that much if there's not a new area or place to do all of that in. In both of the expansions for The Witcher 3, new areas are introduced. In Hearts of Stone, the entire top right side of Velen is redone. During the main game, you don't hardly do anything in that area. This addition gives the player incentive to go there and explore it. And in the case of Blood and Wine, it gives you the entire region of Toussaint to explore. That's almost as big as the largest area in the main game, Velen. Just look at it, it's huge! Oh. Thought I broke my phone, we're all good. Carrying on. Adding new mechanics onto an expansion is pretty common, but how it's done can make a big difference. In both expansions of The Witcher 3, one major mechanic is added. In Hearts of Stone, we get access to a man called the Runewright. The Runewright gives you access to advanced enchantments with armor and weapons. If he enchants something for you, it uses all 3 slots in your weapon or armor piece. In exchange, it gives a rather unique effect that is more powerful than if you were to slot runes or glyphs in yourself. In Blood and Wine, the player gets a new feature on Geralt's Muradin tree. It allows the player to select extremely powerful ability add-ons. I was personally extremely pleased with this mechanic because it makes Mage really good. These new mechanics makes the game so much more interesting. You can do more stuff with them. You could do builds that you might not have ever thought you could viably do in the game. In Blood and Wine, you can also get Grandmaster Witcher gear, which gives more special effects to make your builds more complicated and interesting. These have all been placed here for a reason. To make an expansion feel like a part of the game you were missing. Not just an add-on to the game you already had. This was Filtz. Hope you enjoyed. And if you have any expansions you'd like to talk about, put in the comment section. Make a conversation. Alright, adios.